And I talked to people. I shared with my neighbor, Diane and Edward. And I'm glad that both of them are here today to mark this occasion. So Diane and Edward supported Zita's Healthy Beginnings and actually paid for the nonprofit organization cost for the federal government. And they supported me up until this day. Diane became a board member, was the financial secretary, and they have been supportive of Zita's Healthy Beginnings because I shared my story with them. And they really understood how heartbroken I was. And we're very supportive, financially, physically, mentally, in every other way. And that support has extended. Other people have come to learn who is Zita's Healthy Beginning? Who are the people? What are they doing? What is their goal? And I want to share that with you guys. Zita's Healthy Beginning, the goal of Zita's Healthy Beginnings is nothing but to save the life of women and their children. And we are doing that here in the United States because I equally realize that United States of all nations, we spend a lot in healthcare. In fact, the United States is the most expensive country that spends a lot in healthcare. But guess what? We rate the highest in maternal mortality and infant mortality among all the developed countries in the world. It is research has confirmed that, which is sad. And then in Nigeria, Tim was asking me about the oil a few minutes ago. Nigeria is supposed to be the richest country in Africa with all the natural resources, unimaginable natural resources. The one people know, the world know is the oil, but we have several. But what is going on today is nothing to write home about in Nigeria. It's too pathetic. Women and children in Nigeria have no hope. They have no future. And I'm being really truthful. Women die every single day. Babies die every single day for preventable illnesses like malaria, like typhoid, like bronchitis. And that should not be. So I've been asking myself, what should I do? How can I get help? And I'm like, I can't do this alone. Sometimes I feel like I want to hide from the world because I can't stand it anymore, both here in the United States and in Africa. But I don't know where to hide. And I share that with my close friends. I get so frustrated when I look around and see how women and children are treated in this whole wide world. I keep asking myself, is this really supposed to be that way? Why should women die? 75% of all women or all families right now are being headed by single mothers. And why is that? Women are always juggling from one thing to the other, to the other. They do everything else except to take care of themselves. And they struggle to keep alive their family, keep them together, keep them healthy. In the end, they lose their own health. So Zita's Healthy Beginnings try to educate women, advocate for them, do training of doulas who accompany women here while they are pregnant while they're having their babies in the hospitals or birthing homes. And also follow them in the community to find out how they are doing and to connect them to doctors. That is part of what we do to make sure that women and babies stay healthy after birth. In Nigeria, our job is a little bit different because there's no existing healthcare system as I speak. So what we do is, in addition to education, advocacy, and training of community health workers, we have expanded to building a hospital, maternity, birthing center for women so they can get access to health while they're pregnant, while they're having their babies, and after they have babies, and provide care that are critical, especially between 0 to 5 years old. That's when the critical care comes in, and that's when babies die a lot. So that is what we do. We cannot do that work without the help of all of you here. And everyone that has shown up here has really helped me in one way or the other to support this cause. I have 11 board members, both here in the United States and in Nigeria. We try to meet, we try to, brainstorm. How can we get resources to support this cause? And I understand how difficult it is. In the inception of COVID 2 years ago, a lot of our donors are really trying to make ends meet, and I understand that. And so our resources has really dried up. But God has always been in control, and God has always provided for this organization. In just 5 months of less than that ago, one of our donors helped us to expand our project by donating for a farm where the community can work and support themselves. And we are so happy about that. This is happening on a 5-acre land. We have also gotten another 5-acre land to build the maternity hospital on the opposite side of the place. And I am so thrilled for what we have accomplished. And we also continue to provide free healthcare clinic every year. The last one was just sponsored also by one of our donors. I wasn't going to do it this year, but God provided for him and he provided for us. And we had that for 3 days, from the 4th of January to the 6th of January. And from the statistics I got, over 800 people got treatment. Majority were women and children.
Wow, that's a lot.
I am so thrilled for all the help I'm getting from everybody trying to support this cause. Yes, it is a lot of work. Yes, to construct a hospital, maternity hospital, is a lot of work. It's going to take a lot, but I am very confident that the one who has assigned me this work will bring providers, will bring donors, will bring all kinds of support to make it happen, because this is a need. And I know it is a great need for that mother. And I have also seen that need everywhere I look at. Here in the United States, other parts of Africa. My friends keep calling me from Zambia, from Namibia, from Kenya, from Tanzania. And these are places I've worked, from Angola, and saying to me, please do not forget us. And I'm like, God, are you hearing them?
Wow.
I can't really do a whole lot. It's only you who's going to do this. Please don't forget them. Please don't forget us. This situation is critical globally. But I know some parts of Africa are worse than here. So I am really thankful for those of you who are here to support. And I am open to any kind of questions, comments. So please feel free. I see a hand. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes,
go ahead.
hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Caroline.
Hello, welcome everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Caroline.
Hi, Caroline.
Hi, Diane. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. Long time.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Happy New Year.
And same to you. Thank you.
Thank you. I just called in to say thank you for all those who logged in to be part of this program to support my cousin, Sister Zita. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time and your love for this awesome organization. Thank you. Welcome and thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you. I want everybody also to know, thank you so much, Caroline. Caroline and Diane and Edward and another person who is not here now, we all sat and we had a meeting about this organization 6 years ago. We were like figuring out what is our goal, what is our mission. And it's so interesting that we're all sitting together, well, visually, 6 years later to celebrate this milestone. Thank you so much, Caroline, for all you did for us. Caroline was the emblem for the logo for Zita's Healthy Beginnings was designed by Caroline.
Mm-hmm.
So this is really awesome. I have been really supported by a whole lot of family, friends, and wonderful people who continue to support Zita's Healthy Beginnings. Thank you, Caroline.
Thank you. God bless you.
Bless you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Anyone else?
I was just going to ask, how many people are living on the farm that you mentioned?
So the farm, it's not like the farm as we know it here, that people live in their campo or in their farm. In my country, we don't live in our farm. We have a separate farm and we have where people reside. So sometimes some of those farms are very close and sometimes you have them where like you walk an hour before you get to your farm.
So like going to work.
Yeah,
like going
yeah.
to work every day.
Well, yes, you have to walk to the farm.
Yeah.
But it is not too far, actually. This particular piece of land is not far from where people live. And that's the good thing about it, because we wanted both the farm and the maternity hospital to be close by, you know, like within the people, where people can get access to it. So yes, it is close to where people can walk to. It's not too far. But for some people, not for everybody, there are some women who still will have to walk at least an hour, I'm afraid, to say on a bad road or no road to get to this area we're talking about. And that's part of the challenge. Because for those of them who are not able to really work, how do we really get, you know, healthcare services close to them?
Yeah.
So that's another challenge we have and we're thinking about. But we are first of all taking it one day at a time and hoping that as soon as this healthcare center is ready and the farm, it might attract more people to come closer or live closer to where they can find resources. And that's what we are hoping to happen when we get up and running. So yes, that's a good question you asked. And yes, it is not very close to everybody, but to some people, yes.
And is it working? Are people working on it now?
Yes, we have people who are working some young men and women are working on it. And yes, they are. And I am just trying to, I might not be able to pull my video up to show a little bit of what is going on. Let me try and see if I can pull some photos just to show what we're doing. Let me do that. Yeah, anyone with any question, please go ahead while I'm trying to get this up. Anyone else with questions or comment?
Yeah, Sita, how does it work, the working long distance, you living here and you working in Nigeria, really?
Yeah, that's a good question. Thank you for asking, Johannes. It is tough. It's a challenge, given the commute. And we know that doesn't happen every single month or even every single year. So what is going on that has also sustained the project is, like I mentioned earlier, that we have board members. We have about 5 board members in Nigeria, and we have about 6 here. That's altogether, we're 11 or so. And so the ones that are in Nigeria give me feedback. And whenever we have Zoom meetings, we do telephone calls, we do WhatsApp communications, and we have 15 men and women who are part of our medical team. And we have a medical doctor who is a medical director we have 2 doctors actually who are on the team, and they really help us with like running the free medical clinic we do every year. When I get some cases that they contact me from here, I refer them to some of these doctors. It's also a long commute for them to go, but at least they know who they're going to go to. So rather than not having anybody to take care of you. So yes, it is tough. And that's why I am planning and hoping to be able to travel more frequently, COVID permitting it in the future, to make sure that I'm getting the funding I need to make sure that we erect the building for maternity, and also to continue to build the farm that we have there. Yes, it is a challenge, but thank goodness for technology. I think technology has really, hastened and enhanced our communication and making things more manageable. I can get some photos. I can see people while they're working on the farm. I can also kind of supervise as far as possible what I can, from here. But yes, distance plays a great role in making sure the effectiveness of any project. But I'm glad I have people that I can trust on the ground to keep doing what they're doing to help our people.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
I think you have answered another question I have. the people that have seen the doctors in the free clinic the beginning of the year, do they have access to the doctors during the year?
No, they don't. And I'm going to tell you why. They don't have access to the doctors because they cannot afford it. There is no such thing as Medicaid or Medicare or Med whatever, or any kind of assistance from any government. So if you're sick, you're going to have to look for a chemist first, somebody who is selling Tylenol or whatever to take care of you. And we don't really have any hospital where anybody can just walk in. There's no emergency room. And the areas where they have doctors, they're pretty much private sectors. So you must have your money is kind of cash and carry kind of healthcare system, which is sad. And that's what is available for the people. And 90% of people cannot afford it because it's pretty expensive. As you all know, healthcare is expensive everywhere in the world, but it's worse in that part of the world. So yes, the only doctor they see are the doctors we send every year, and that's just once a year.
Wow.
Unfortunately, that's what we can afford.
Yeah. Sad.
Sure.
So Zita, I just want to get in here and congratulate you and your board members and everybody that's been in this trail for the last 6 years, and you know, whatever you're imagining for 2022 and all the possibilities that are before us because of all the hard work already laid down and set as a foundation, and work that's so important. Want to acknowledge the date, February 6, 2022. As you're celebrating 6 years on this date, we're celebrating 13 years with my daughter, born on February 6th. So it's great to have a golden birthday.
Right.
So 7 years ago was my daughter's golden birthday, and so kind of a neat little happenstance we have here. You know, great celebration on this day. So interesting, it's my child we're celebrating on this day with all the great work you're doing with children in mind, and choosing an approach that, you know, in the world of women and you know, with women all around in this fashion of life, that if we look at our priorities, you know, that as humanity, you know, as I grew up as a child, I was taught this humanitarian approach of, you know, let's make sure our women and children are taken care of. And, you know, it's an ongoing, you know, struggle of millenniums, you know, that there's just something going on as people that we just can't quite seem to crack that nut. You know, what is it going to take that 7.8 billion people finally get the job done on this simple task and priority that, you know, women and children come first. And I like the Zita's Healthy Beginnings, that it's all about health. And, you know, this need in business, we always say find a need and fill it. So I give you a lot of kudos for making it a devotion to say that, you know, it's that moment where you just told yourself one day, Zita, right, that you weren't satisfied where children are at. That's really why we're here, right, Zita? Yeah. So, but on the other side, in a celebratory fashion, I'm gathering you feel that you and the reaches of all the people investing in this and prioritizing this and volunteering and giving of their resources, putting their money where their mouth is, and all those things, that within your reaches, there's been a lot of success stories and a lot of progress that you're feeling pretty accomplished as we all sit here today. Would that be true? That's good. That's the important part, because when we have success builds success. So that's where I think with this special edition podcast, this exclusive episode, I think leading by example, So here you are, Zita, leading by example, and you've attracted leaders and people who are joining in this. We're building a tribe here and celebrating all the others out there doing similar work as what we're talking about here. So the opportunity in the decade ahead to culminate that and find out those synergies that exist between all of us that have the shared interests and this obvious value set. But you know, there's this thing in life where we can be all talk, no action. So I appreciate all of the action that your board members and volunteers, supporters, contributors, it takes it all, doesn't it? You got to have
It does.
all those components. So thank you to you, Zita, and everybody out there that made it quite a thing, that we're sitting here at 6 years saying, let's keep it going. Looking forward to the next 6.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Kat, for your support. That we have Word of Women today is through Kat's ideas and support, because at some point I was actually getting a little discouraged, and had a little session with Kat and Emily, and that was the birth of Word of Women. And what can happen when you get your little tribe together? Miracles and magics will start to happen. So I am so thankful for the Word Ability and for what they're helping me and Zita's Healthy Beginnings accomplish globally, because we are now getting more visibility and being recognized for what we are doing, and looking out for other ways of collaborating with other good, meaning individuals, wherever they are all over the world. So Word of Women is actually, a podcast is actually helping us to reach a lot of people. And just a few days ago, I got a call from one of my friends who works with women as well here in Pittsburgh. And she was gonna take 2 of my candidates, women who wanna do the training for as doulas on a scholarship. We wanted to have 4 people, but she was only able to sponsor 2, which I'm really grateful for. And wanted to share that because that was a surprise. I didn't expect that I would get a scholarship for 2 women to be trained as doulas. So for me, that's a blessing in addition to other blessings this year. And I am open and extend my hands to embrace more blessings from everyone who sees this as a good cause. So yes, I am so thankful and appreciate all the support I get. And I pray for all the donors. Lift them up in prayer. Ask the good Lord to continue to reward you immensely for all you do for humanity. And the love of the universe and the reward from God will always meet you in your own time of need. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. So do we have anyone else who wants to make a comment or ask a question?
I was going to say congratulations on 6 years.
Thank you, Emily. I appreciate it.
Quite a milestone.
Thank you. And thank you for all you do too in the background. And Emily is an action woman. She's a woman of few words. Her work is pretty action. And I appreciate all she's doing to support me, to support Zita's Healthy Beginnings and the Word of Women podcast. Thank you. All right, so Emily, do you by any chance have that music or any music that we're gonna play or cut? Did you?
Don't have any at the second, but can. Jared, do you have any?
Any music? Well, did you email something? Is that what you're saying? Zita,
No,
or-
no, I didn't email something. One of the ones from Edwin.
Oh, yeah, that we play, the one that we play with Pata Pata? That one?
Right. Yeah, if
Yeah.
it's still available.
Yeah, well, we can pull that up. I'm trying to remember, I always forget the artist's name.
I think she Mary McCabe or somebody.
There, I got it. I got it.
You got
Okay,
it?
there you go.
Okay. Thank you.
Hold on.
So Zita, you can make it the Pata Pata.
Yes.
So while we're waiting for the music, just so everybody knows, this month is also the month for women's heart health. We know how cardiac
and everybody starts to move as soon as Pata Pata starts to play.
Thank you so much. That was a lively music, wasn't it?
DJG, Emily Gomer.
Thank you, Emily. That was great. That was awesome.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Oh, that's somebody new.
yeah.
Dr. Emmanuel actually has his video on today.
You want to
Yeah.
say something?
Yes. Sorry, I'm just calling to thank everyone that has logged on today to join my sister Zira in celebrating her Healthy Beginning program. You know, sister is my immediate senior sister, and she all her life she has had this knack for women and children. All her work as a missionary in Africa before she came to the United States, she's really had this cause for children. She's worked as a pediatric nurse. In our young age, when we're all growing up, she has had this concern for women. And then going by the poor health situation in Africa, you know, how we experienced a lot of, women dying during childbirth, that's really put it in her heart, to kind of make sure that she would do everything within her, reach to help women and children. And she's been doing the best she can. And I've so much, appreciated her tenacity and her commitment in this cause. She's been doing a whole lot. I've just listened to some of you ask few questions. Where we came from is really a tough situation. It's a tough place. I mean, it's a whole lot of things that were being provided in the United States are never provided there. So I can understand, you imagine so how are these people making it? How are they surviving? It's only God in heaven who has been, and then the tough, nature of people raised over there. That has really been, driving force for my sister, in all she's been doing. And she's done so well, she's, helped a lot of women. She's single-handedly paid some, hospital bills for some ladies that had some complications during childbirth, and kids that were taken to hospitals for pediatric emergencies. So I really want to thank God for her life. And I want to thank all of you who, in one way or the other, contributed in the cause of this vision. Because I always believe that when God gives a vision, he will get a provision. And I thank you also very much in all the ways you guys have been involved in helping her, in giving her a platform so she can, tell her stories and reach out to the, to the rest of the world. I so much appreciate you, Emily Gorman. Thank you so very much. She's told me a lot about you. And Kiara, I think Kiara too, that's I've heard much about you. Mr. Johannes, thank you also very much. I appreciate all your help and assistance. I just want to, thank you all for all you do, and I appreciate it. This is the much I have to say, and I want to tell Sister, congratulations, and thank you so very much for having love for humanity and God. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, my brother, and thank you also for your support. It hasn't been easy, but we're always hopeful and plowing on, knowing that the work is God's and we're just mere instruments that are being used to accomplish God's design in the world. Thank you. All right, so I think that's all I have. Unless anyone else has a question for me, we can wrap it up. And thank you so much again for coming to honor this day with me. I'm thankful. I appreciate your support. And together we can.
You're such a hard worker.
Thank you.
Sita, do you have things that are that you need funding for now? Other urgencies that come up?
Yes, like I had planned for here. I had planned for 4 women to go for this training, and it cost $1,000 each. We're able to get a couple thousand for 2 women. So I am in dire need of a couple thousand to get the other women, 2 other women on board. And the course starts in spring, April. I will be teaching that course with another lady who has a birthing heart here in Pittsburgh. And another thing, support we need right now is to keep our farm going. The things that we're growing in it, the expansion is really a good one. And those who have expertise in farming have told me the potential we have there. And we will be needing again a couple thousand to be able to, at least for now, provide the minimal requirement to keep the farm going. And of course, the land we wanted to, we have right now to build the maternity, we haven't started anything there. We just surveyed the land, put on the post, but that's all. So we really need money. I mean, what we have really budgeted for that was 1.6 million. And I know that was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm sure it's more than that. So yes, these are all the stuff that I need. We need to accomplish in different ways, different areas. And I'll appreciate any collaboration, connections, donations, and information that really help to get some funding from individuals or groups.
Can you post the requirements for what you need for the farm?
Yes.
So
Yes.
we get, that way we all know what's happening and what's needed.
Right, right. I also have, I don't know if people have my website and other links that I have. I'm regularly posting information and updates there, and I can also email it to people if they ask. But I post on my email, on LinkedIn, on World of Women, and my Facebook. So I post regularly on the progress of what I'm doing. So, and I'll add that information there so people know where we're at and what we're doing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right. So I think that's all we all have. And I'm so happy you all came. Sorry, this is visual party. We can't eat or drink except you do it on your own. So I'm hoping that you got some water to drink or something for yourself, or dinner or something. So enjoy it on our behalf. And hopefully this time next year, it might be different. And we hope for the better for everybody, and for our families, friends, and for the world. Thank you, and have a good evening. And thanks for coming.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you, Zeta.
All right. Thank you.